Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Melissa here today for small group. For small group today, we're going to be doing intentional teaching card M17 Guessing Jar. Uses number concepts and operation. Quantifies. All right, so the materials that you're going to be needing today for today's small group is a clear jar, if you have a jar at home, a plastic bag, or even a clear plastic cup. And you're going to need about 5 to 20 different items that you can use to place in your jar. So Miss Melissa is going to be using bear counters. If you have bears at home, you can use your Lincoln cubes, you can use pom-poms, you can use rocks, any kind of materials that it is that you have at home that you can use to count. You're going to need about 5 or 20 of them. All right, so before we get started, who remembers the other day when we were doing small group and we were talking about if we were going to need if we were going to need big blocks, right, to build our big tower, and if we were going to need how many small blocks we were going to need to make our smaller tower. So today we're going to be estimating how many bears Miss Melissa places in her jar. So estimate means to guess without counting. So what does estimate mean? To guess without counting. All right, so now here goes Miss Melissa. I'm going to take the cover off my jar, and I'm going to just grab some bears and place them in my jar. Remember, I'm not going to count them. I'm going to grab them with my hand and place them in my jar. All right, so here we go. Miss Melissa has her bears in a jar. Shake it up. Now Miss Melissa is going to guess by looking at her jar, right? I'm shaking it up. I'm going to guess there's more than 5 bears in my jar. And I'm going to guess there's more than 10, right? I think there's more than 10. I don't think there's more than 20. I don't think there's more than 20. So I'm going to guess that there's 15 bears inside my jar. All right, so let's begin to count together. All right, let's see. I'm going to take off my cover, and now we're going to count. So we have 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How many bears do I have? 19 we just counted. So I guessed there was more than 10, right? So I definitely was right where I said there was more than 10. There was less than 20, right? I said less than 20. Was there 20? No. I was right. There was less than 20. Was I right that there was 15? No, right? Because there was more than 15. There was 19. So there were more than 15, but I did guess less than 20, right? Because 19 is less than 20. All right, excellent. All right, so now we're going to do it again. Miss Melissa is going to place her bears, right, back in her bag. All right, I'm going to shake up my bag. I'm going to get my jar again, and I am going to grab my bears. All right, I put a couple handfuls of bears in my jar. I'm going to shake it up, and now I'm going to guess, I'm going to estimate how many bears do I think is inside my jar. I'm going to guess there's more than 5. There's more than 5. There's less than 10. So I'm going to guess, just by looking at my bears, I'm going to guess there's 9. So now let's count. We're going to take off the top of my jar and we're going to count together how many bears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, so I counted there were 10 bears, right? So I said there was going to be more than 5 and less than 10. And I was going to guess 9, right? But I counted 10 bears. I was really close this time, right? I was only off by 1 bear. So Miss Melissa's estimate was only off by 1 bear. So that means this time my estimate was even a little better, right? So now what I want you to do is I want you guys to try this at home, right? I want you to get your jar or a plastic bag with about 5 to 20 different items, right? And then I want, when you're done with that, if mom and dad can please upload your work, right, to Class Dojo. And as your child is doing this activity, please remember to ask your child the following questions. How many did the child estimate, right? Like Miss Melissa estimated that there was 15 the first time. Then I estimated that there was 9 the second time. How many did your child count, right? Just like I went ahead and I counted my bears, I want you to go ahead and count. How many did your child count? The third question is, how did your child pick up the items with their fingers? Did they pick up one item at a time? Did they pinch with their fingers and pick up the items? Or did they grab a whole bunch with their hands? And the fourth question is, was the child able to explain guessing a quantity the way I explained it, right? I thought there was more than 5. I said there was more than 10, but less than 20. That's how I came up with 15. Was your child able to do what I just explained? Also, and the most important thing was your child able to count how many items were in their jar? And how many items did your child actually count? So please remember to write down these notes of your child doing this activity. It's really important. And I hope that your child, and I hope you guys have so much fun using your jar and guessing how many objects and items are inside your jar. All right, boys and girls, have so much fun, and I can't wait for your mommy and daddies to share the video with me. I'll see you soon.